Explore Windows editions. This module covers Windows operating system editions, features, and installation methods. Learners gain a deeper understanding of the available editions and corresponding installation processes. Introduction. You can use Windows 10 and 11 on various computing devices. These range from traditional platforms to the latest tablets, phones, and gaming platforms. This module introduces the different editions of Windows Client operating system and their features. Examine Windows Client editions and capabilities. It's essential that you select the most suitable edition for your organization before you install Windows. The different editions of Windows address the needs of consumers from individuals to large enterprises. This unit describes the various features of each edition available for Windows 10 and later. Home, Pro, Pro for workstations, Enterprise LTSC, Lifetime support, Pro Education, comparable to Pro for school staff, administrators, teachers, and students, available to academic, volume, licensed customers. Education, comparable to Enterprise for school staff, administrators, teachers, and students, available to academic, volume, licensed customers. IoT Core Enterprise, fixed purpose, and appliance devices available through Windows IoT distributors. Windows Edition details. Home is the consumer-oriented desktop edition of Windows. It offers the familiar Windows experience for PCs, tablets, and the new hybrid laptop tablets. Features with Home Edition include Microsoft Edge Windows Hello, virtual desktops, photos, maps, mail, calendar, music, and video, and other built-in universal Windows apps. Device encryption, firewall and virus protection, always on VPN, new updates and features received automatically. Pro Pro Edition builds on the features of Windows Home with many extra features to meet the needs of small and medium-sized businesses. Pro Edition is also suitable for advanced consumers looking for features like BitLocker and virtualization. Some of the features Pro Edition provides: Windows Autopilot. Windows Autopilot uses an existing Windows installation to transform or reset the device to a business-ready state, applying setting policies, apps, and edition changes without re-imaging. Dynamic provisioning. Dynamic provisioning allows an organization's out-of-the-box PC to be configured with minimal effort. Mobile device management (MDM) support. Mobile device management support. Mobile device management support allows devices to be managed through an MDM service instead of traditional management solutions. Domain join. Computers can join the Active Directory domain. Ability to join Microsoft Entra ID. This ability enables users to perform single sign-on across Windows, Microsoft 365, and other cloud-hosted apps and services. Group policy management. Domain join computers support the group policy management feature. BitLocker functions as a complete volume encryption and boot environment protection solution. Windows Information Protection with MDM, mobile device management, helps protect apps and data leaks on organization and personally owned devices. Assigned access allows devices to run different applications based on the user. Remote desktop. This feature enables remote desktop connections from compatible remote desktop connection clients. Client Hyper-V allows you to host virtual machines on the client computer with sufficient hardware resources. Microsoft Store for Business. Single store for finding and managing apps in an organization. Windows Update for Business. A cloud-based Windows Update solution can configure distribution rings, maintenance windows, peer-to-peer delivery, and integration with tools like Microsoft Intune. Enterprise Data Protection. This new Windows feature lets organizations control which applications can access sensitive data. Granular User Interface Control. This feature enables administrators to lock the user interface so that users can perform specific tasks only. This feature is useful when deploying Windows as a kiosk. Enterprise State Roaming. Enterprise State Roaming provides users a unified experience across organizational Windows devices. Pro for Workstations. Pro for Workstations Edition offers the same features as the Pro Edition. It includes more features intended for workloads that require higher performance and resilience. F5 Resilient File System, FS, REFS, Resilient File System provides cloud-grade resiliency for data on fault-tolerant storage spaces and manages large volumes. Persistent memory support for non-volatile memory modules NVDIMM-N. When turning off the workstation, data and files in memory persist. SMB Direct. SMB Direct supports network adapters that have remote direct memory access capability. SMB Direct offers improved performance when transferring large amounts of data on a remote SMB file shares. Expanded hardware support. Expanded hardware support takes full advantage of high performance hardware such as server-grade Intel Xeon and AMD Opteron processors with support for up to 4 CPUs and 6 TB of memory. Enterprise Edition builds on the features of the Pro Edition with extra features that meet the needs of large enterprises. Enterprise Edition is available to volume licensing customers only. They can choose the pace at which they adopt new technology. Enterprise Edition also supports a broad range of options for operating system deployment and device and app management. Some of the features Enterprise Edition provides: branch cache, allows content from file and web servers on a wide area network to be cached on computers at a local branch office. Start menu, layout control. This features enables you to use MDM policies or group policies to customize the appearance and content of the Start menu. Microsoft Defender Credential Guard virtualization based security isolates secrets so only privileged users can access them. Microsoft Defender Application Control controls what applications run within your environment to help block against malware and untrusted apps. Microsoft Defender Application Guard opens untrusted websites in a Hyper-V container to isolate in case the site is malicious. Microsoft Application Virtualization App-V enables organizations to deliver Win32 applications to users as virtual applications. Microsoft User Experience Virtualization UE-V capture user customized Windows and application settings and store them on a centrally managed network. License rights for virtual desktops and edition step up from Pro Edition using cloud activation. Direct access. While this feature is supported, it's recommended that organizations use always on VPN, which is available in Pro, Enterprise, and Education editions. Enterprise, okay, long-term servicing channel. Enterprise Long-Term Servicing Channel is a special edition of Enterprise that Microsoft won't upgrade with any new features. Enterprise LTSC only gets security updates and other important updates. You can install Enterprise LTSC to devices that run in a known environment that doesn't change. A typical example would be a PC used as part of medical or industrial system. These environments are typically closed systems designed to a particular specification that traditional updates would affect. The differences between Enterprise LTSC and Standard Enterprise Edition include doesn't receive features upgrades, no Microsoft Edge browser can be installed separately, no Microsoft Store client, many built-in universal Windows apps are missing. Microsoft releases an updated version of the LTSC edition approximately every 3 years. Windows Enterprise LTSC 2021 is the current release and includes the cumulative updates provided up to and including version 21H2. Windows 11 LTSC isn't yet available. Microsoft recommends that customers with devices best suited for LTSC scenarios continue using Windows 10 Enterprise LTSC. Pro Education and Education. Pro Education and Education offer the same features as Pro and Enterprise editions, respectively, except for the long-term serving channel. These editions of Windows have configurations more suitable for school staff, administrators, teachers, and students. Pro Education and Education editions are only available through academic volume licensing. Internet of Things Core Enterprise. The Internet of Things edition of Windows is designed for fixed purpose devices. Examples include automated teller machines, point of sale terminals, and industrial and medical devices. Windows 10 IoT Core is a smaller operating system designed to run a single app, while Windows 10/11 IoT Enterprise is a full version of Windows Enterprise with specialized features. IoT and LTSC, while they might sound similar, are intended for different purposes. LTSC is deployed to a computer for a specific process. It's installed by a licensed by and licensed by the company using it. IoT is embedded on a particular device or appliance by the manufacturer. A consumer might purchase the device, but the manufacturer has already purchased the license. Select Client Edition. Windows 11 and previous editions run on several devices or form factors. Form factors. Microsoft designed Windows to run on several form factors. Here is a list of the different form factors and their typical use in a work environment. Desktop PC. That desktop PC is the form factor of choice in business where the need for high performance is predominant, such as computer aided design, CAD, laptop. Traditionally, traveling users were the primary users of laptops. However, recently laptop sales have surpassed desktop PC sales because of increasing workforce mobility, many employees shifting to work at home scenarios, and superior laptop performance. When a, when a consumer uses a laptop as an office computer, adding an external keyboard, mouse, and monitor can remedy the lack of workspace or workplace ergonomics. Ergonomics. Tablets are famous for reading emails, doing presentations, or as an entertainment devices. The latest development bring improved performance but still lack the possibility of expansion. Hybrid. The popularity of tablets has led to the innovation of a hybrid device. Hybrid device converts from a standard laptop to a tablet. Hybrid devices are more popular than tablets among users who work involves more typing. These devices also offer better performance than typical tablets. Devices like the Surface Pro have a tablet form factor, but the keyboard cover allows the device to become a laptop. Xbox is a device that is most popular for gaming and entertainment. HoloLens is one of the first holographic computers. It has many uses for educational purposes, design, and constructing businesses. Surface Hub. The Surface Hub is a large format, touch friendly monitor used in meetings. 32-bit and 64-bit editions. Windows 11 is only available in 64-bit. Desktop editions of Windows 10 are available in both 32 and 64. Starting with Windows 10 2004 update, OEMs selling new devices are only sold with 64-bit editions. Existing devices with Windows 10 32-bit installations will continue to receive updates. Most devices in use today that can run Windows have 64-bit architectures. Devices running 32-bit installations of Windows are becoming increasingly rare. Whether you use Windows 10 or 11, install or upgrade to the 64-bit version of Windows to take advantage of the increased performance, memory, and security capabilities available with 64-bit hardware. Some reasons include most devices in use today have 64-bit architectures. If you install a 32-bit edition of Windows 10 on 64-bit processor architecture, the operating system doesn't take advantage of any 64-bit processor architecture features or functionality. Most notable is that 32-bit editions of Windows can't address over 4 GB of memory. 64-bit editions of Windows require 64-bit drivers. Most device manufacturers no longer offer a 32-bit driver on new products. You can't install a 64-bit driver on a 32-bit edition of Windows. The 64-bit edition of Windows supports running native 32-bit and 64-bit applications. 64-bit applications can't run on the 32-bit edition of Windows 10. 32 32-bit editions of Windows should only be installed on legacy hardware or drivers that only support 32-bit architectures or when 16-bit Windows applications are used in the organization. Given the significant trade-offs of not using 64-bit, organizations should consider solutions such as virtualization to support legacy apps as an alternative scenarios. Let's read number 2. Scenario 2. Samuel is an independent contractor. He often travels with his laptop, which contains sensitive customer financial data. He's concerned about the impact on his business. If his laptop is lost or stolen, which edition of Windows would be best suited to protect his data? Enterprise? Wait, which edition? Answers. Oh, Pro. Okay. Scenario number 3. Contoso Pharmaceuticals is expanding its remote workforce and wants to ensure that remote connections to the company's network are secure and managed efficiently. They are looking for advanced security features and management tools to handle remote desktop services. Which edition of Windows would you recommend for Contoso? Contoso Pharmaceuticals Enterprise. The Windows Enterprise Edition offers advanced security features such as Direct Access, Windows Defender Credential Guard, and Windows Defender Application Guard. Additionally, it provides comprehensive management tools for remote desktop services, making it ideal for business with a growing remote workforce. Scenario number 2. Pro. While Samuel can use any edition of Windows to take advantage of features such as OneDrive to minimize losing data or Windows Hello for authentication, the extra benefits of Pro, like BitLocker can protect his data from being accessed in the event his device is stolen. Examine hardware requirements. Operating system requirements. Windows 10 processor 1 GHz or faster processor or system on chip SOC system on a chip. RAM random allocated memory 1 gigabit for 32-bit or 2 gigabyte for 64-bit. Hard disk space 16 gigabyte for 32-bit or 20 gigabyte for 64-bit. Graphics card DirectX 9 or newer with Windows Display Driver model. WDDM Windows Display Driver model. 1.0 driver display 800 on 600 pixels. Beginning with Windows 10 version 2004, new computers are no longer sold with a 32-bit edition. Windows 11 devices must meet the following minimum hardware requirements to install or upgrade to Windows 11: processor 1 GHz or faster with 2 or more cores on a compatible 64-bit processor or system on a chip SoC, RAM 4 gigabytes or greater, storage 64 gigabytes or greater available storage. Extra storage space might be required to download updates and enable specific features. Graphics card compatible with DirectX 12 or later with the WDDM 2.0 driver. So here was 1.0. Here is graphics 2.0 display driver model. System firmware UEFI, secure boot capable, trusted platform module TPM version 2.0, display high definition 720 pixels, display 9 inches or greater monitor 8 bits per color channel. Internet connection. Internet connectivity is necessary to perform updates and to download and use some features. Windows 11 Home Edition requires an internet connection and a Microsoft account to complete device setup on first use. Feature specific requirements. Windows Client offers more options if the correct hardware is present. The following are some of the hardware and software requirements for various additional features. Windows Hello. Windows Hello requires a specialized illuminated infrared camera for facial recognition, iris detection, or a fingerprint reader that supports the Windows biometric framework. Two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication requires using a PIN, fingerprint reader, illuminated infrared camera, or a phone with Wi-Fi or Bluetooth capabilities. Snap. Windows might limit the number of simultaneously snapped applications depending on the monitor's resolution. In Windows 11, 3-column layouts require a screen that is 1920 effective pixels or greater in width. Secure boot. Secure boot requires firmware that supports Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. Unified Extensible Firmware Interface UEFI, and has the Microsoft Windows Certification Authority in the UEFI signature database. The secure boot process takes advantage of UEFI to prevent the launching of unknown or unwanted operating system bootloaders between the system's BIOS start and the Windows 10 operating system start. While the secure boot process isn't mandatory for Windows 10, it increases the integrity of the boot process. DirectX. Some applications may require a graphics card with a higher version of DirectX for optimal performance. BitLocker to go, requiring a USB flash drive. This feature is available on Windows Pro and above editions. Client Hyper-V Hyper-V requires a processor with second-level address translation SLAT. Second-level address translation SLAT capabilities and 4 gigabytes if Windows 10. This feature is available in Windows Pro editions and above. Miracast Windows projection requires a display adapter that supports WDDM and a Wi-Fi adapter that supports Wi-Fi Direct. Wi-Fi Direct printing requires a Wi-Fi adapter that supports Wi-Fi Direct and a device that supports Wi-Fi Direct printing. Instant Go works only with computers designed for connected standby. Instant Go allows network connectivity in standby mode and allows for receiving updates, mail, and Skype calls with the screen turned off. Direct storage requires an non-volatile memory SSD to store and run games that use the standard non-volatile memory express controller driver and a DirectX 12 graphic processing unit with shader model 6.0 support. Device drivers. Windows will detect most hardware and install the driver to support the device. Many companies producing hardware have their drivers certified at the Windows Hardware Quality Labs and delivered through Windows updates. However, you might not find a built-in driver for a specific piece of hardware. Depending on your deployment method, you may need the driver deployment to complete parts of the operating system installation. The best way to find hardware drivers is to search the manufacturer's website. Check for Hyper-V compatibility. To verify compatibility, open PowerShell window or a command prompt and run systeminfo.exe. If all listed Hyper-V requirements have a value of yes, your system can run the Hyper-V role. Below you can see that we verified the hardware requirements highlighted above, and systeminfo.exe is executed. Yes. Virtualization enabled in firmware. Second level address translation. Yes. Data execution prevention available. Yes. A client wants to upgrade their computer to Windows 11. Which hardware component needs an upgrade to meet Windows 11 requirements? I think it's RAM. Your company requires a Windows edition for devices that need to run a single app in a secure controlled environment. Which edition should you choose? Single app in a secure control environment. Which feature-specific requirements does Windows Hello have on Windows 10 11 system? A specialized illuminated infrared camera or fingerprint reader. A gaming enthusiast wants a device that offers immersive gaming experiences, it will be Xbox. Which edition of Windows offers features like resilient file system and support for volatile memory modules targeting users with advanced performance requirements? A technical team is assessing a device for Windows 10 installation. The device 20 gigabytes of storage, 2 gigabyte of RAM, and I think it will be a graphic card. Which is the bottleneck for this installation? Graphics card. Which Windows edition is most suitable for a large enterprise organization that requires advanced security features and management tools, and prefers to control the pace of technology adoption? Enterprise. Your company needs a Windows edition with advanced performance and storage requirements, including support for non-volatile memory modules. Pro for workstations. Which Windows edition is tailored for educational institutions, offering features comparable to enterprise but specifically configured for educational environments? Let's check. Okay. Enterprise graphic card, Windows Pro for workstations, Xbox. Okay. Windows. So here, run single app, secure controlled environment. So probably IoT core, and here, oh, it will be graphics card. Let's check. I cannot reset it. Oh, they mixed my questions. Designed specifically for academic environments, it was education. Edition designed for fixed purposes devices like ATMs and industrial systems. Industrials. Edition that can be installed on fixed purposes like at the moment and point of sale. A client wants to upgrade their computer to Windows. Yes, this is graphics card. Minimum RAM for installing. An architect needs a device for COD. Desktop PC for a device running Windows 10 to support client. Which hardware feature is essential? Which Windows edition would be best suited for small business that requires domain join and group policy? What is a necessary system firmware requirement for installing Windows? I'm not sure about this. Can I see the feedback? Oh no. Oh, I can retake it here. Okay. Whew. Which feature is unique to Windows 11 Pro? BitLocker support? Workstation. I would say maybe what is one major difference between Windows Enterprise Lifetime Service, Windows Enterprise Edition, and includes the Microsoft Store client, Edge by default feature? No. Oh yeah, this one. That's not feature upgrade. Which feature requires a trusted platform module version 2? I don't remember. I think Secure Boot. A company wants to upgrade its legacy hardware to Windows 11. What is a key hardware requirement they must? Which feature specific requirement does Windows Hello? Windows Edition provides support for running virtual machines on a client computer, making it suitable for developers. A technical team is assessing device. Okay, 20 storage, graphic card, RAM. Wait, what is a minimum for installing? It was a company is planning to upgrade its fleet of laptops to Windows 11. The current laptops have 64 storage, TPM Direct 12 compatible graphics. Which component must be upgraded? Direct graphic card, storage. Oh, I don't know. I'm lost. Oh, everything wrong. Okay, let's complete it. Okay.